Here comes set. And his first pitch is in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Walsh standing in from the right-handed side. Just joining us, don't forget to like and subscribe. Firebirds taking on Northeast High School. Fastball inside to Walsh as he moves out of the way. It's now 1-1, count even. Had some technical difficulties there, but it's now 6-0 HGP over the Vikings. Runners on first and second. Mayer comes set. His 1-1 pitch to the Firebirds right fielder is in there for a called strike. Walsh looked like he was not happy with that call. It's now 1-2. Infield at normal depth. Outfield shading a little bit over to pull, or to have Walsh to pull. Here's the pitch. And it's blooped into left field. Coming in is Peralta. He's not going to get it. And Michael Walsh is aboard with a single, and the bases are now full of Firebirds once again. Stopping at third is Kalak. Everybody moves up a base, and now Firebirds are going to bat around here. And here's Zach DeMario, who's already 1 for 1 today with a single to left field in his first at bat. Firebirds, listen to this. Firebirds have put up 6 hits with 3 walks in the inning. Now, there were a couple plays that could have been ruled an error, 1 or 2, but it was very close. This ball is swung on and hit in the air out to right field, racing back, and it's going to drop just to the left of Perez. 1 run is in. Being waved home is Gondolick. Walsh goes to third. The throw home is not in time. Running to second is DeMario, and the catcher is in there with a single and going to go to second on the throw. We have 2 runs coming in to score. It's now 8-0 HGP. Beautiful piece of hitting there from DeMario, who just hit it down the right field line. Trying to get over and catch it was Perez, but the wind just kept on blowing that ball away from his glove. And the Firebirds going to luck out there. DeMario with a good piece of hitting. So here's Liam Parsons, who's already 1 for 1 today with a double in his first at bat. That got really everything set up. That pitch looked like it just missed outside. It's 1-0. So this is now the 11th batter to come to the plate in the inning, all against Mayer, who was already up to 37 pitches. Upstairs, it's now 2-0. Back-to-back hits, back-to-back-to-back hits for the Firebirds. The 2-0 is popped up. Third base side, over to give it a look is Cano. Castro comes running, as well as Peralta. But this one is going to go out of play into foul territory. It's 2-1. Good effort by all 3 of the Vikings fielders, but it was just in the middle of all 3 of them. David Shapansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds on this windy but very beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Spring afternoon, finally starting to feel like spring. And I know that the weekend was rough, but the past 2 days have been pretty nice. So it's good to see after the rain we had. Field, though, looks beautiful. Great job by our maintenance crew and staff to get the field ready after the soaking rain we had. This ball is popped up. First base side, Rodriguez will call off the second baseman, Rivas, and there's now 1 out as Parsons is out on the P3. So that will bring up Aiden Robbins. Robbins today is 1 for 1 with a double. Firebirds, this is going to be the 12th batter they have sent to the plate here in this bottom of the first inning. Still runners on second and third. Pitch from Mayer is hit on the ground, past the glove of Cano into left field. DeMario will stop at third. In to score is Walsh, and it's now 9-0 your Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. So Robbins has his second hit of the inning, and that will bring up Mccord, who does not have a hit today, but does have a walk. So Justin Lucas is going to go to the bullpen, and no, he's not warming up. He started this game, but just to throw and kind of get loose a little bit here. Off-speed pitch, it's 1-0 to Mccord. Firebirds have runners on the corners. At third, it's DeMario. At first, it's Robbins, and it's 9-0 HGP. Long first inning. The 1-0 from Mayer to Mccord is swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch there from Mayer. It's 1-1. Firebirds cleanup hitter, Mccord, big year last year. Big year this year. Been very productive for Holy Ghost in his junior year. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and this one, Reese got a piece of it, but it was fouled into the dirt. It's 1-2. Reese again worked a walk in his first at bat. After falling behind in the count, came back. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Mccord, and this one misses inside. It's now 2-2. Mccord, the tall left-handed batter, facing Wyatt Mayer, the senior pitcher on the mound for the visiting Vikings. 9-0 Holy Ghost. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and swung on and missed. Good pitch there from Mayer. Mccord goes down swinging. And there are now 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And I'll bring up Matt Goldenbaum. Matt, so far today, the designated hitter. He's 1 for 1 with a single in his first at-bat. Firebirds have put together a really good inning. They've seen a lot of pitches here against Mayer. And they've hit a lot of balls hard, too, as well, both on the ground and in the air. Goldenbaum going to try to get at least one more home here in this first inning. First pitch from Mayer is a little bit outside. It's 1-0. This first inning, just to give you a clue on how long it has been, it's been 27 minutes in total, but this half of the inning itself has been about 20 minutes. Swung on a miss there from Goldenbaum, off-speed pitch in the dirt. He was fooled. But glad you could join us, everybody. It's been a spring sports season that has not seen a whole lot of live streaming, but there's been a lot of stuff happening on campus that we've been trying to get everything set up with. And this ball is going to run inside and hit Goldenbaum. Was an off-speed pitch, but he'll be aboard. So Goldenbaum heads to first. Heading to second is Robbins. Staying put at third is DeMario, the catcher. And here's Joey Amati, who walked in his first at-bat. But yeah, we've been trying to get everything set up with Firebird Morning News, which has been great. Want to thank everybody for the support on that. We tried it last week on the HGP TV YouTube channel. That's why I don't believe it's archived here on this channel. But we tried it last week. We're probably most likely going to move it back here to this main channel. This ball is popped up. It's into right field. It's shallow, coming running in, and it's going to drop in front of Perez. 1 run is in. Here comes the second. And it's now 11-0 HGP. Perez kept on running in, but that ball was placed perfectly by Joey Amati. So in to score is DeMario. Also in to score is Aiden Robbins. Moving up to third is Goldenbaum. And Amati will stay put here at first. So 11-0 HGP. And here's Will Kalak, the second baseman. He reached via walk in his first plate appearance, which was earlier on here in this first inning. It's low and outside. It's 1-0. Fastball there from Mayer. Mayer already up to nearly 45 pitches here in this first inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch in the dirt, 2-0. But I want to thank everybody for all the support on Firebirds Morning News. We'll be doing a special edition tomorrow, Wednesday, for Holy Ghost Day, and also on Thursday. So no show on Friday this week. We originally had that planned. Both runners will get back after the kind of fake throw attempt there from the catcher, Matos. But yeah, so special live stream on Wednesday and Thursday this week, and then we'll have our last show on May 20th, which we're calling the HG Palooza. And we'll have the Firebird Morning News with a bunch of teachers, bunch of special guests as well. This ball bounces in front of the plate with Amati up to the dish. But yeah, so special edition Wednesday and Thursday this week of Firebirds Morning News. We'll be going live tomorrow, though, for Firebirds Morning News at 8:45. So special time tomorrow will be all part of Holy Ghost Day. We want to highlight some of the great things that we do that are unique here on campus, and with Firebirds Morning News being one of them. There's a strike in there to Amati. Or sorry, yes, Amati. Or sorry, I should say Kalak. Sorry, Amati's over here at first base. Will Kalak is the hitter. The scorecard has gotten pretty messed up here in this first inning with the Firebirds' 16th batter coming. This ball is hit on the ground over to first. Staying down on it, picking it up is Rodriguez. He'll touch the bag. In the same way the Firebirds got out of their half of the first inning pitching, the Vikings will get out of their bottom half of the first inning the same way with an unassisted play by the first baseman, Rodriguez. So that will do it. The Firebirds overall send 16 hitters to the dish here in the bottom of the first. They lead 11-0. We'll head to the top of the second. So we head to the top of the second inning. Justin Lucas back to work for the Firebirds at 6, 7, and 8, due up for the visiting Northeast High School Vikings, Cano, Perez, and Peralta. Here is Christian Cano, the senior outfielder, who's listed as an outfielder here on Max Preps, but he's the third baseman today. Right-handed batter, going to face the southpaw Justin Lucas. Lucas, number 25, comes set, and the first pitch is a fastball, overpowered him. It's 0-1. Firebirds lead 11-0 here in the top of the second inning. Firebirds put together 11 runs on 9 hits in their bottom half of the first. Firebirds trying to get their 11th win on the season. The 0-1, fastball, it's 0-2. Firebirds also sent 16 hitters to the dish, batted around in the bottom of the first. Lucas comes set, and the southpaw's 0-2 pitch is fastball that runs wide. It's 1-2. Christian Cano at the dish for the visiting Vikings, taking on the Firebirds here on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. The 1-2 pitch is hit on the ground, over to shortstop. Up with it is Gondalik. His throw is low, but it's scooped by Joey Amati. Good job by Joey. There's one out here in the top of the second. So bring up the 7-hole hitter. It's the right fielder, number 30, Denzel Perez. Lucas, so far so good, only one hit allowed. He comes set, and the pitch to the left-handed batter is maybe fouled off. It's 0-1. One strikeout for Lucas so far as well. That came via Mayer, who struck out in the top of the first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In there for a called strike. It's 0-2. Northeast Vikings coming in this game with a record of 9-2. They are in the City League, so they're playing a lot of city schools. Fouled off, it's 0-2. Believe they're going to play Roman next after this HGP game. Already took on a couple other schools as well, so more of a City League team, but with a very good record, 9-2. Swung on a miss, chased him, strikeout there from Lucas. It's the second strikeout of the day for Justin. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Now we'll turn it over to the left fielder for the Vikings, number 21, Christopher Peralta. Might see Peralta in this game because there aren't a whole lot of pitchers listed for the Vikings, but he is one of them as being able to pitch. First pitch there just missed outside. It's 1-0. Was able to check his swing was Peralta. Peralta had a little bit of a tough inning in the field there as the wind kept on blowing a few balls over his head and then dropped a couple in front of him. Trying to make up for it here at the dish. Big fastball there from Lucas, overpowered him, 1-1. Really is a beautiful day for baseball. Now maybe I'm just saying that because I'm underneath a tent and not sweating in the sun, but the 1-1, kind of a sword swing there, and it's 1-2, half-hearted. Lucas looked really good in this inning, throwing a lot more fastballs than he did in that top half of the first inning against the Vikings offense. Trying to complete the 1-2-3 inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Lucas, and he does it. Back-to-back strikeouts for Justin Lucas, and he looks good. 1-2-3 go the Vikings in their half of the second. We've played 1.5. It's the Firebirds up over Northeast High School, 11-0. Welcome back here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds taking on the visiting Northeast High School Vikings. David Shapansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. As we head to the bottom of the second, 11-0 HGP. It'll be the bottom of the order, 8-9-1. Due up for Coach Zielinski's team. Firebirds sent 16 hitters to the dish in the bottom half of the first inning. And it looks like is there a new pitcher on the mound? Can't quite see. There is not. So Wyatt Mayer, after facing 16 hitters in the first, will be thrown back out there here in the second. So Matt Gondalik today is 1 for 1. He's had a single. Crowd's starting to move over center field, but really clear skies behind the plate today. Beautiful day for baseball. Just trying to get into the spring weather, spring of things. Again, senior day tomorrow for baseball and lacrosse. We'll have commentary all day tomorrow as well as part of Holy Ghost Day from 8 to 12. We will highlight a lot of the cool things we do on campus. We'll have a special edition also of Firebirds Morning News. So here's Gondalik facing Mayer, and the first pitch is bounced. It's 1-0. Again, Matt today, the shortstop for the Firebirds, 1 for 1 with a single and RBI last time up. Firebirds put together 9 hits as well in that first inning. Unbelievable offense. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Gondalik. And it's hit on the ground, weakly over to first. Rodriguez slipped up to pick it up and throw in time as the second baseman. That's Rivas. And there's one out here in the bottom of the second. So I'll bring up Michael Walsh, right fielder, who's also 1 for 1 today. He had a single in his first at bat. Standing in to face the right-handed batter. Mayer's first pitch to Walsh. Fastball, 1-0. Outside and high. One out here in the bottom of the second. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Walsh. Off-speed pitch, misses, 2-0, low. Zach DeMario, the leadoff hitter. Catcher is on deck. He's already 2 for 2 today with a single and a double. Halfway to the cycle for DeMario is on deck. The 2-0 pitch got a piece of Walsh, and he'll head down to first. So he's been on base both times today. It's a little bit windy, so sorry if you hear a little bit of background noise with my scorecard kind of falling all over the place. Wind speeds, I believe, are near 20 miles per hour to start this one. At least that's where they were at, but really is comfortable. Back to the top of the lineup, here's DeMario. There's a strike. It's 0-1. Wyatt Mayer still out there for the Northeast High School Vikings. It's been all HGP so far. They lead 11-0. Again, DeMario halfway to the cycle, single and a double with his 2 at-bats in the first. This pitch misses, I believe, a little bit outside. It was a changeup, looked like. It's 1-1. Again, Justin Lucas just going to try to stay loose here during this inning. So far, it's been a much quicker run, though, than the first for Mayer with 1 out. There's a strike on the outside half. It's 1-2. So DeMario slots into the leadoff spot, especially with Mccord being out. He had an AP exam. I'm trying to find out if he's on the bench or not in the dugout, but he was in the original starting lineup but had an AP physics exam, so Liam Parsons is batting behind DeMario. That ball misses upstairs. It's now 2-2. To Zach DeMario. 1 out. Walsh leads off from first. Hit on the ground, over to short. Up with it is Castro, and he bobbled it as he was trying to pick it up. So that will be an E6. DeMario reaches here in the second. Heading down to second is Walsh. That ball kind of had 2 written all over it, but just unable to get it out of the glove and make the exchange was Castro. So here's Liam Parsons, who's 1 for 2 today with his 2 at-bats in the first. He had a double, and he also popped up to the first baseman, Rodriguez. Mayer comes set, and the pitch is on the outside part of the plate. It's 0-1. David Spansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. Glad you could join us on this Tuesday afternoon. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the stream. Holy Ghost Day action tomorrow, as that one misses outside. It's 1-1. Parsons playing third base today for HGP. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Off-speed pitch, 1-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Firebirds threatening again here with runners on first and second. Firebirds up 11-0. There's a pinch runner, though, for DeMario. It's KJ Freeban. That ball bounces in front of Parsons and in front of the plate. So Mayer again struggling here with command here in the second. Mayer comes set from the stretch, and the right-hander's pitch is upstairs, fastball and outside. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes, full count here. Firebirds up 11-0 over the visiting Northeast High School Vikings. Firebirds trying to get their 11th win on the season. They're 10-5 so far, 4-3 though at home. The 3-2 payoff pitch is hit. This ball is shallow into center field. It's dropping quickly, and that ball is going to fall in front of Galvis. Stopping at third is Walsh. And that is already the Firebirds' 10th hit of the afternoon, courtesy of Liam Parsons. Bases are loaded here for HGP. So it's still only 1 out. That will bring up Aiden Robbins, who's 2 for 2, single and a double. First pitch is high. It's 1-0. Still no bullpen action for the Vikings. They are letting Mayer deal with this all himself. From the stretch, the 1-0. Inside, did it get a piece of his jersey? It did not. It's 2-0. Runner at third is Walsh. Runner at second is Freeban. Runner at first is Parsons. 2 balls and no strikes to count to the 3-all hitter, the center fielder, Aiden Robbins. Another pitch that misses inside. Looked like maybe a changeup. It's now 3-0. Nowhere to put them. Bases are full of Firebirds in their home blue, well, I should say red, white, and blue jerseys with the blue tops, white pants. 3-0 pitch is crushed down the left field line, but this ball is going to go well foul into the hill. 3-0 green light there. It's now 3-1. Visiting Vikings, they're in their road uniforms with the Vikings logo on their hats and the black tops along with the black pants and the red lettering across the front that say Northeast with the red numbers on the back. The 3-1 pitch is popped up. This one, though, is foul off the back of the cage, and now good job by Mayer to work all the way back from 3-0. It's now 3-2. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Firebirds threatening again. They're up 11-0. All 11 of their runs came in the first inning. Mayer comes set, and the 3-2 payoff pitch is another one fouled back. Fastball again. On deck for the Firebirds, it's Reese Mccord. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count to Aiden Robbins. The payoff again is popped up. It's left center field. The center fielder, Galvis, is going to call for it. He says he has it. He makes the catch. Tagging from third and heading home is Walsh, and he will score. So it's now 12-0 HGP. So score the putout in F8, but Robbins will get credited with the RBI, and it's now 12-0. So still runners at first and second, and that will bring up Reese Mccord today. Reese is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Outside, off speed, 1-0. Mccord, the left-hander, facing the right-hander Wyatt Mayer. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the stream, to the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel for everything Holy Ghost, athletics, academics, and so much more. There's a strike outside part of the plate, 1-1. Mayer can see himself out of this with only giving up 1 run here in this second inning. Outside, as it's now 2-1 to Reese Mccord, the left fielder for HGP. Mayer comes set, and the pitch is fouled back to the cage. Mayer now going to get back on the mound. We're in the bottom of the second. Firebirds with runners on first and second. They lead 12-0. This ball is ripped off the fence in front of the Vikings dugout, but foul. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Don't forget to check us out at our Instagram at hgp.tv. Check us out with everything going on with sports broadcasting, Firebirds Morning News, and more. That pitch runs outside, and it's now full count, 3-2 to Reese Mccord. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be off and moving here on the pitch. The 3-2 payoff pitch is outside, off speed, walked him. So Reese Mccord has his second walk of the day, but that was not Reese Mccord, so they used a pinch hitter there, did the Firebirds. Pete Hoffman came in for Mccord, and he walks in his first plate appearance of the day. So correction on that, sorry. So Hoffman walks, and the bases are loaded. Here's Matt Goldenbaum. So Goldenbaum today already has a hit and a hit by pitch here against Mayer. There's a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Firebirds up 12-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. It's the 5-0 hitter, Matt Goldenbaum. The 0-1 is in there for a strike. Goldenbaum kind of half swung, but still a strike regardless. It's 0-2. So correction there as Tyler Mccord, back from his AP exam, is in there for Goldenbaum. So Goldenbaum, after his first 2 plate appearances, checks out. And Mccord, who was originally supposed to bat second, is going to slide into the 5th spot here in the order. So first at bat for Tyler, and Pete Hoffman is at first. He reached via the walk. So no balls and 2 strikes to count. Mccord going to have to battle, and this pitch bounces in front, 1-2. Infield and outfield back at normal depth here. Bases are full of Firebirds. They lead 12-0. Wyatt Mayer, the pitcher for the visiting Vikings. He comes set, and the 1-2 pitch to Mccord is popped up. Watch out. This is first base side, heading for the building or maybe a car, and this will go on top of the gym roof. Remains 1-2 to Tyler Mccord. Mayer comes set. The 1-2 pitch is crushed. Deep to center field. Going back is Galvis, and in front of the fence, he will make the catch. And that will do it. Mccord put a beautiful swing on that ball, but just to the warning track it was, hit it to one of the deepest parts of the yard. So Galvis makes the catch. Mccord puts some good metal behind it, but that will do it for the second inning. We've played 2 here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. It's 12-0, all HGP. So new pitcher for the Firebirds, it is Jack DeLuca, who will take over for HGP here in the third inning. Firebirds up, it's 12-0. And at the pace of this game, we will maybe just finish before the Sixers take on the Miami Heat tonight. We'll see what happens, though. It's the bottom of the order, 9-1. Well, 9, I should say, and then back up to the top of the order, 1 and 2. So 9, 1, and 2 due up for the visiting Vikings, Galvis, Rivas, and Mayer. Sebastian Galvis will lead it off against Jack DeLuca. Galvis stands in. The left-hander DeLuca is ready, and we're ready for baseball here in the top of the third. DeLuca comes set. First pitch to Galvis is low. It's 1-0. Galvis batting for the first time here in the third. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Chopped on the ground. Third base line. Parsons will watch it go foul. It's 1-1. Firebirds coming in this game with a record of 10-5, trying to get their 11th win here. So far, well on their way. They lead 12-0. Swing and a miss from Galvis. It's now 1-2. Galvis, the 5'7" junior for the Vikings, right-handed batter against the left-handed DeLuca. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He struck him out. 1 out here in the third. Fourth K so far for the Firebirds pitching staff, and that will bring up the top of the lineup. It's the second baseman, number 8, David Rivas. Rivas today reached in his first at-bat, first pitch of the ball game. Got a single to left field. Fastball missed outside. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Rivas outside. It's now 2-0. Don't forget to join us tomorrow for a special day for Holy Ghost Day. May 11th, we'll be live on the YouTube channel from 8 to 12, highlighting things that make us unique and different fun stuff that happens here on campus all the time. Here's the 2-0. Outside, it's now 3-0. We'll also have updates throughout the day. You can donate. There is a link on our Holy Ghost Prep website, as well on our social media, where you can donate. And if you donate $50, at least I believe it is, I know that it will say more specifics on the website. The 3-0 is upstairs, walked on ball 4. So Rivas works a walk. He's been on base 2 times today. But, yeah, so I believe it's if you donate $50, you get a Holy Ghost Prep pennant. in an effort to raise money for the school. So just something if you want to check out, you want to get yourself a pennant, and it goes to a great cause helping us out. Last year, we were able to get some better equipment for the live streaming. Also, we got some flags for the Spiriting Cup, which is a great event that we have a lot of fun with here on campus, and so much more stuff that went towards the faculty and staff and athletes with the huddle camera that we're going to be using tomorrow to live stream our lacrosse games, and we also used it for our basketball games last year as well. So it's a great way to really get involved here and help support everything that we do at Holy Ghost. So if you have some extra change you want to donate, it's a great cause. So check us out. Holy Ghost Prep website is where you can find the donate to link. So we'll be live here tomorrow all day here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. You don't have to touch anything. Just like and subscribe, and you'll get an alert when we go live tomorrow morning. We'll also have a special edition of Firebirds Morning News, so a bunch of stuff. Here's the ball hit on the ground over to short, and it goes through the legs and into center field. We got through the legs of Noah McDermott. The throw to third is not in time, so Rivas goes first to third on the E6. So Noah McDermott is now in the game as Mayer reaches with the error. So Noah McDermott is the shortstop. It looks like the Kalak is the second baseman. Parsons is still a third. Andrew Jones is the first baseman. The second baseman is Will Kalak. So here is the shortstop for the visiting Vikings. It is Christopher Castro. No balls and one strike to count. One out. Threatening are the Vikings, second and third. This ball swung on and hit in the air out to center field. Robbins is over. Calling him off is the right fielder, Walsh. He'll make the catch. Tagging from third and into score after cutting it off is Jones. But tagging and coming into score is Rivas. And also tagging and heading up to third is Mayer. And it's now 12-1. So score the putout in F9 to Walsh, but also credit Castro with the sacrifice fly and the RBI. So 2 outs, though. Firebirds will take it, exchange the run for an out. They'll bring up the first baseman, the cleanup hitter, tall left-handed batter. Number 16, that's Leazander Rodriguez. Rodriguez takes the first pitch for a strike. It's 0-1 from Jack DeLuca. Rodriguez reached in his first at-bat via an error, from Liam Parsons. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt. Good block by DeMario. 1-1. Runner third is Mayer. So Luca comes set with 2 outs here in the top of the third. This ball is hit down the right field line. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Coming in to score is Mayer. Over to cut it off is Walsh. And he will keep Rodriguez at first base with a single. So it's now 12-2 HGP. Here comes the catcher, number 32, Isaac Matos. So Rodriguez is a first. The catcher Matos is at the dish, facing DeLuca. It's 12-2 HGP. Southpaw's first pitch is a fastball that runs outside and wide. It's 1-0. Outside and high, I should say. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Stay up to date with everything HGP. 1-0 gets past DeMario, as Rodriguez, though, will come back to first base. It's now 2-0. So the Vikings, who came into this game with a record of 9-2 after a rough first 2 innings, getting something cooking here on offense here in the top of the third. Two balls and no strikes to count to Matos, the right-handed batter, facing the southpaw Jack DeLuca. Runner at first is Rodriguez. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Another one that missed. It's now 3-0 to Matos. So having trouble finding the strike zone here is DeLuca. 3 balls and no strikes to count, and now DeLuca steps off. Doesn't throw, but just going to make sure that Rodriguez gets back to the bag. 3 balls and no strikes to count. The pitch, fouled back. It's 3-1 to Matos. 3 balls, 1 strike. The count to Matos, who's ahead in the count. The pitch. Fouled back. 3-2. Full count. With 2 outs, Rodriguez will be off and running from first. Sixth batter of the inning here against Jack DeLuca. It's the 5-hole hitter Matos, the catcher for the visiting Vikings, who trail 12-2 here in the top of the third. DeLuca comes set, gives Rodriguez a look, who takes another step, and the 3-2 pitch is upstairs, ball 4. So Rodriguez heads down to second. Matos going to come over here towards the broadcasting booth to first. And that will bring up the third baseman for the Vikings, Christian Cano. First pitch to Cano is low. It's 1-0. So far today, the Vikings' third baseman is 0 for 1 with a ground out the short in his first at-bat, which came in the second. He's batting here in the top half of the third with already 2 runs in for the visiting Vikings. The 1-0 is hit on the ground, and that's going to get through the hole of the left side. Picking it up is Hoffman, and he will keep Rodriguez at third. So everybody moves station to station, but now the bases are loaded for the Vikings, who are finding their stride here in the top half of the third inning. So that'll bring up Denzel Perez, the junior right fielder. Pretty tall right-handed batter, going to face DeLuca. 12-2 HGP, but Vikings trying to crawl their way back into this one. DeLuca comes set, and the pitch is fastball that runs outside. It's 1-0. So DeLuca has had trouble in this inning, 1, finding the strike zone, but 2, not allowing some hard-hit baseballs that have got into the outfield. The 1-0, fouled back, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike to count. DeLuca working quickly here from the stretch. And his 1-1 to Perez is in the dirt. It's 2-1. 8th hitter to bat here in the inning for Northeast High School. The 2-1 from DeLuca. Fastball, good pitch there, overpowered him, and it's now 2-2. Rodriguez at third, Matos at second, Cano at first. The batter is Denzel Perez. And that pitch misses high. It's now 3-2. So correction, Jarrett Landis is the batter. He was up to the dish, 3-2, and walked him. So it's going to walk in a run. So Landis, who comes in for Perez, who will also play right field, walks. Coming in to score is Rodriguez, as it's now 12-3. Third walk of the inning for DeLuca. And that will bring up Peralta. So we'll take a break here with a mound visit. Christopher Peralta will come up to the dish with the bases loaded for the Vikings. It's 12-3 HGP. We'll be right back. So still here in the top of the third, Firebirds have bullpen action. Can't quite tell who that is, but they're throwing with a Mahdi. It looks like it's number 5, who is Mccord. So maybe Tyler is going to be the next one into this game on the mound. Jack DeLuca, though, has to face the bases loaded. It's 12-3 HGP after the mound visit. Swung on and hit in the air down the right field line. It's slicing into foul territory and will head out of play just to the right of the pole. It's 0-1. The batter is Christopher Peralta. He's 0 for 1 today with the strikeout. That was against Justin Lucas. DeLuca steps off the back of the rubber. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-2. 2 fastballs, 2 strikes. Coming right at him. Bases full of Vikings. It's 12-3 HGP here in the top half of the third inning. And the 0-2 pitch is popped up. Watch out first base side. It's heading towards the building, maybe a car or two, and this one hits off the top of the building. Second one up there today. And remains 1-2, so 2 foul balls to the right-handed side. A little late here against DeLuca is Peralta. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count with Mccord throwing in the bullpen for HGP as the wind picks up. The 1-2 is chopped on the ground over to short. Gondolick has to be quick with it. He'll throw in time to Kalak to get the runner, who is Landis. So that will do it. The Vikings bat around in their half of the third. They get 3 runs. Firebirds, though, still up by 9. It's 12-3. Welcome back here to HGP TV. Bottom of the third, Firebirds up 12-3 over the visiting Northeast High School Vikings. New pitcher for the Vikings. It's number 32, Isaac Matos. The 5'10 senior, who is only listed as a catcher, is going to come into this game. The pitch, not quite sure is going to be doing the catching. But Cano is also listed as a catcher as well as Patka Walker, who may come into this game as well. So we'll see who exactly will come in. And Landis, too, is also listed as a catcher. So you have 3 extra catchers listed here on Max Preps. Not quite sure who is behind the plate, but we'll see if we can find out. But Matos is going to go to work here. Again, 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Firebirds. It's Amadi, Kalak, and Gondolick. And at the rate that this game is moving, we will catch the Miami Heat and Sixers game at a good time. Hopefully. Should be a good one tonight in South Beach, Florida, Miami. Hopefully the Sixers can get their 3rd win of the series. It's been a fun series to watch, especially with Embiid. Embiid, though, not named the MVP, which was surprising. Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets taking home that award, which I thought was surprising, but it wasn't really, considering last year's award also went to Jokic when Embiid most likely was the player that deserved it the most, but both very good players. But nonetheless, Sixers still battling in the playoffs. Should be a good one tonight. Philly's also in action against the Mariners. I did stay up late last night with the coffee. No, I don't drink coffee, but stayed up as late as I could last night with that 9:40 p.m. start. Made it to about the 7th inning. That was the extent of kind of my night there with the Phils, but they did win 9-0, so that was good to see. I was kind of risking it on whether or not to go to bed if 9 runs was enough, but it turned out to be enough, so that was good. Andrew Jones at the dish, who actually is going to come in here for Amadi, so correction there. Jones at the dish here against Matos. The 0-1 is in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Yeah, Philly just needs something to go their way, and they got that last night, though. Maybe that's the start of building a streak. Matos comes set, and his 0-2 pitch is upstairs. It's 1-2 to Andrew Jones. Andrew's brother Nolan is a prospect in the Cleveland Guardians system, 3rd baseman and an outfielder. The 1-2. Upstairs, it's 2-2. Two balls and two strikes to count. Matos facing Andrew Jones. Andrew going to Immaculata College next year. The 2-2. Upstairs almost hit him, and it's now full. Andrew's played a few different positions this year and last year. Last year had the injury, though, midway through last season. Was at second, now getting the start at first today. 3-2 is upstairs. Ball 4 walked him. So leadoff walk here for the Firebirds offense against Matos. Going to try to get back those 3 runs. They'll bring up Will Kalak, who is still in this game. He started, well, he was on the official lineup that we got submitted earlier as the designated hitter. He then moved to be the second baseman, and that's where he is now. So far, Kalak today is 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk. Matos, the right-handed pitcher, comes set to the right-handed batter. Kalak, it's upstairs, 1-0. Firebirds up 12-3 here in the bottom of the third. Hopefully on their way to their 11th win of the season. They've struggled here at home, though, just 4-3. Jones is off from first. The throw down to second is not in time. This ball bounces in the center field, but Jones will stay put. Gets his pants dirty. Nonetheless, Firebirds will take it. First stolen base of the day for the Firebirds. 1 ball and no strikes to count to Will Kalak. Matt Gondolick is on deck, the shortstop. David Shapansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. Correction, 2-0. This ball is crushed. Deep to left field. If it's fair, it's gone and just foul. Or no, it's going to be ruled fair. It was in fair territory according to the umpire. Well, we'll see what the official call is here because it looks like Vikings dugout is a little confused, but they're going to rule it a fair ball. And correction again here, that was not Kalak there. Pinch hitting, it was. Or no, it was Kalak, I'm sorry. Got confused there with him and Freeband there for a second. So it's a double for Kalak. And here's Gondolick. Moving up to third is Jones. So a lot of things happening. The scorecard, which was beautiful to start the day, is now, to say the least, very messy. Here's a ball hit over to third, picking up as Cano, and he'll make the play in time to throw out Gondolick. But the run will come in to score. It's now 13-3 HGP. Also moving over to third is Kalak, and they'll bring up Michael Walsh. And that was McDermott. So Coach Olinsky making a bunch of changes. So McDermott was the one who grounds out to third. Score the put out 5-3. And here is Michael Walsh. Firebirds may run out of pinch hitters here if they keep on going at this rate. First pitch to Matos, or first pitch from Matos to Walsh is upstairs. Now this does indeed still look like Michael Walsh, so I don't think there's a pinch hitter here. 1 out here in the top of the third. Runner at third is Kalak, the 1-0. Upstairs it's 2-0. Walsh today is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. He singled in his first plate appearance in the first, then walked in the second. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Here's the 2-0. It's low. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. So Matos in some trouble here with already 1 run in and a runner at third after the Vikings put up a good top half of the third inning. Here's the 3-0 to Walsh. Ball 4 walked him. So runners on the corners with only 1 out, and that will turn things back up to the top of the lineup for Zach DeMario. And it looks like that DeMario is out, so Freeband is the batter, and he did pinch run for DeMario, so Keith Freeband is into this one for HGP. David Shapansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. It's 1-0 the count to Keith Freeband, also known as KJ. Walsh at first, Kalak at third. Upstairs it's 2-0. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Holy Ghost Day tomorrow. We'll have full content from 8 to 12 right here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel, highlighting some amazing things that happen here on campus. I'll be with you emceeing. We'll also have a Firebirds Morning News. This ball is hit in the air. It's shallow. Running in is the center fielder who makes a sliding catch. Galvis will make the catch. He'll throw it in, but Freeband will get in Kalak from third, and it's now 14-3. So it is an unofficial put out there for Freeband as he gets credit with the sacrifice fly and the RBI. Outside, it's 1-0. They throw back to check on Walsh as Rodriguez trips over the back foot of Mike. It's now 1-0. (14-3) HGP. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside, it's 2-0. The batter is, I believe, still Liam Parsons. If everything is according to plan, which today, with the scorecard and the amount of changes Coach Alinsky has made, it has not been all that easy to keep track of. The 2-0 is outside. It's 3-0, but it is indeed Liam Parsons. Today, Liam is 2 for 3 with a pop-up, a single, and a double. The 3-0. Outside, ball 4. So I'll put runners on first and second. Walsh heads down to second. Parsons comes down here to first. And Aiden Robbins, the center fielder for HGP, is due up. Two outs here in the bottom of the third. Here's Aiden Robbins. First pitch is in there for a strike. Fastball at 0-1. Robbins today is 2 for 3. Single, double, and a pop-up to the center fielder. Fly ball. That one just misses outside. It's 1-1. Just trying to make sure that it is Robbins, but it does look like Aiden is up there at the dish. With the amount of changes, it's been crazy. 14-3 HGP. And the pitch is upstairs. It's now 3-0 to Aiden Robbins. Matos has already walked 3 batters in the inning, behind in the count. It's already, it's 2-1. This ball is going to fall into left field for a base hit. Going station to station are the Firebirds as Peralta will pick it up and fire it in. So Aiden gets a single, and the bases are once again loaded for the Firebirds as it will be Pete Hoffman coming up. (14-3) Holy Ghost Prep here in the bottom of the third. It's a left-handed batter, Pete Hoffman. Hoffman has one official at bat today. He singled. That was against Mayer, now facing Matos. It's 1-0. Good speed pretty much all around here. Walsh at third, Parsons at second, and Aiden Robbins at first. The 1-0 is hit in the air, deep down the right field line. It's slicing foul towards the cars, and that just missed an SUV as Landis was over to take a look at it, but it was well foul. It's now 1-1. Good metal, though, on it from Hoffman. Pete Hoffman, the junior, try to get some more RBIs. 1-1, good off-speed pitch there from Matos. Had him fooled all the way. It's 1-2. Matos can see his way out of the jam. Only giving up 3 runs. Outside, ball 2. It's now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the third, bases are full of Firebirds. And the batter is Pete Hoffman. The 2-2. Good pitch there as Hoffman chased it. It was an off-speed pitch, and he struck him out. So Matos ends the inning with a strikeout. His first strikeout of the day, going down as Hoffman swinging. We've played 3 full innings here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus, and 17 total runs have been scored. It's 14-3 HGP. We'll be right back. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Jack DeLuca goes back to work here in the top of the fourth inning. Gave up 3 runs in the third. Firebirds, though, up big over Northeast High School. It's 14-3. Vikings did bat around, though, in their half of the third. But it's 9-1 and 2 due up. Galvis, Rivas, and Mayer. Unless there are changes, it does still look like, though, the batter is Galvis. First pitch from DeLuca is low. It's 1-0. Galvis is the center fielder. First plate appearance was a strikeout swinging. One-0 is chopped on the ground. Off the mound is DeLuca. It's going to be a tough play. Parsons does throw it, but not in time to get Galvis, and he will reach. Tough play there all around as Jack DeLuca tried to hop off the mound. Parsons, though, was way too far back to even really have a great chance of making that play. Did make a good throw, but Galvis is aboard with a single, so he's now 1 for 2 today. And that will turn things back over to Rivas. I was ahead of batter. So here's David Rivas, the sophomore second baseman. DeLuca comes set, and the pitch is outside and high. It's 1-0. David Spansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds on this Tuesday afternoon. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. A little windy, but it's the 70s, and it's finally spring weather and starting to get beautiful, hopefully for the better and for the long period rather than just for a few days. Here's the 1-0. Popped up. It's first base side. Over to give it a look is Jones, but this ball is going to bounce off the top of the Vikings dugout. And we'll roll here towards the pathway right behind our broadcasting booth. It's now 1-1. Rivas today has reached base both times. He's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. He also came around to score in his last plate appearance in the third. 1-1 is fouled back. Fastball from DeLuca. It's 1-2. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll have our Senior Day festivities for baseball and lacrosse tomorrow, which will both be streamed right here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. You're watching HGP TV. DeLuca comes set, and the pitch is outside. It's 2-1 to Rivas, who has done everything a leadoff hitter could want. Getting on base so far both times today. Mayer is scheduled to be on deck, but he was the pitcher, so I would imagine that there may be a change there. We'll see, though. Here's the ball hit on the ground over to third. Parsons is up with it. Turns one over to Kalak to get the force out. But it will be a fielder's choice here for Rivas. Thrown out at second is the center fielder, Galvis. So Wyatt Mayer will still bat here in his spot. So for today, Mayer is 0 for 2, reached via an error, and also struck out in his first plate appearance against Justin Lucas. Jack DeLuca's first pitch to Mayer. This ball is popped up. Mayer swings, but it's going to go well foul behind the dugout. The 0-1 is lined down the first base line, and it's now 0-2. Foul. On deck for the visiting Vikings, it's the shortstop, Christopher Castro. But at the dish, it's Wyatt Mayer. Behind in the count 0-2. Thinking about going from first is Rivas, but he will come back. 1-2. DeLuca has had some trouble putting guys away so far today. Here's the 1-2. Just got a piece of it was Mayer. Good battle here from the starting pitching for Northeast High School. Starting pitcher, I should say. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. David Spansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, to all the parents, students, faculty, and staff also joining us here today. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. It's 14-3 Holy Ghost. DeLuca comes set, and his 1-2 offering from the southpaw is swung on a miss. Chasing it in the dirt was Mayer. The throw down to second is not in time. So Rivas will take advantage of the ball in the dirt as Mayer goes down swinging for his second strikeout of the day, both swinging. So here's Christopher Castro, the shortstop. He's hit 2 balls hard, but he's 0 for 2 today with a fielder's choice and a fly out to the right fielder, Walsh. Runner in scoring position for Northeast High. And the pitch is fouled off. Looked like a check swing there from Castro, but it hit off the end of the bat. The 0-1. Outside, it's 1-1. Vikings coming in this game with a record of 9-2. Firebirds coming in this game with a record of 10-5. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's now 2-1 to Castro, the 3-0 hitter. DeLuca checks back on Rivas at second. Comes set, and the southpaw's 2-1 pitch is hit on the ground. This is going to be a tough play, picked up by Parsons. He'll have to make a strong throw, and he does. What a play by Liam Parsons, who goes into the hole to his left and is able to make the play with a strong throw to Andrew Jones in time. Score the putout 5-3 to get Castro. Good inning from Jack DeLuca. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 man left. We've played 3.5 here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. It's all HGP, 14-3. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Firebirds up 14-3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Due up for the Firebirds. It will be, this scorecard is a complete mess, which I am ashamed of. But it will be 5, 6, and 7. Mccord, Jones, and Kalak are the scheduled hitters. New pitcher, by the way, for Northeast High School. It's number 14, Machai Piaka Walker. The 5'8 sophomore, listed at 170 pounds, is going to come into this game, right-hander. And he will face Mccord, who's a righty, Jones, who is a righty, and Kalak, who's also a righty. So Piaka Walker is ready to get things started. Here as we head to the bottom of the fourth. So Tyler Mccord, who once again was in the scheduled lineup to bat second, he is batting fifth today after coming back from an AP exam. He lined a ball to center field in his first plate appearance. It was good enough, though, for a sacrifice fly for Tyler. And looks like we're going to have a few more pitches thrown here for Piaka Walker, who checks into this game. So we'll take a break, and we'll be right back. So here's Tyler Mccord. Again, Mccord 0 for 1 today. Only plate appearance was a fly ball to center. Piaka Walker comes set. First pitch to Tyler is upstairs. It's 1-0. And glad you could join us on the Holy Ghost Prep Campus. Don't forget to like and subscribe. David Shapansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. And that got a piece of Tyler Mccord. So Piaka Walker, his second pitch, is going to hit off the shoulder of Tyler. So Mccord will head down to first, and that will bring up Andrew Jones. First pitch to Andrew Jones is outside, maybe a little bit low. It's 1-0. Andrew today has had one plate appearance. He walked. Here's the 1-0. Inside again, almost hit him. It's 2-0. Mr. Tom Heston has joined our broadcasting. We've always got to give him a shout out because he is truly amazing. One of our teachers here, but really helps us out with a lot of the live streaming here. Thinking about going from first was Mccord, but he'll head back as the ball was dropped by the catcher. It's now 3 balls and no strikes to Andrew Jones. Though the scoreboard says 2, so I may have missed one giving Mr. Heston a shout out. But yeah, so Mr. Heston joining us here in the broadcasting booth, doing a great job of getting our tent set up, even though the sun has now went in. This ball is fouled back, but Mr. Heston can't help that. So, but we appreciate you as always. Want to thank everybody as we begin to kind of end and wrap up our year. We have Senior Day today, or not Senior Day today, but Senior Day tomorrow with lacrosse and baseball, but this game today, and only a few more after that. So beginning to wrap things up here and getting ready for my final goodbye. Adios, as Mr. Heston cries a little bit. Hit on the ground off the pitcher, Piaka Walker, off of his leg. Picking it up is the second baseman, Rivas. He'll fire a strike to get Andrew Jones in time, but we'll see if Piaka Walker is okay. Unfortunate luck there for Andrew as a hit off his leg, but also unfortunate luck for Piaka Walker. He was in the wrong place, wrong time. But it worked out for the Vikings as they still get the out. Moving up, though, to second is Mccord, and that will bring up Will Kalak. Kalak today is 1 for 2, double, and a ground out. Here's a weak number off the bat. They're going to throw back to second. Could get a double play. Jones thought about heading to third, but he'll stay put. There was a weak kind of pop-up there off the end of the bat from Kalak, and catching it is the third baseman, Cano. 2 outs. Here's Noah McDermott, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out to Cano in his last at bat. Still runner on second. Firebirds trying to get closer to that mercy rule threshold, perhaps. There's a strike. It's 0-1. Mr. Heston, the Miami Heat Sixers are on tonight. So Mr. Heston's getting ready for the Sixers game tonight. Getting all ready.
Do they win tonight?
Do they win tonight, Mr. Heston is asking. That's a good question. I had bad feelings about the game heading into it. I did.
Really?
I did have bad feelings about the game. But I think that they are going to – I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm not going to say they lose, but I don't know. I just felt a little weird about it. Cano with a good play here. He scoops and makes a strong play. Good throw there from the third baseman, Cano, who's looked pretty good today here in the field, except for that one error he had in the first inning. So that will do it. 3 outs. Pretty quick inning there for Piaka Walker. Good job by him. And that will do it for this half of the fourth inning. We played 4 full. Firebirds up by 11. It's 14-3. All right, Jack DeLuca back on the mound here. All right, as we get things started here for the top of the fifth, Mr. Heston still with us in the TH broadcasting booth. That's what we're going to call it. Now here, you like it?
Can I go mess with Varsity Mike?
Sure, you can go mess with Varsity Mike, if that makes you happy. Mike Walsh he's talking about. That was not me who said that. That was Mr. Heston. All right, 4, 5, and 6 due up for Northeast High School. Rodriguez, Matos, and Cano. One ball and no strikes to count to Rodriguez, who is 1 for 2 today with a single and an error. 2 balls and no strikes to count. DeLuca, the southpaw, comes set here against the first baseman for the Vikings. He did go around. It's 2-1. Rodriguez had a hit that kind of got everything going in the third inning for Northeast High. It's outside and low. It's 3-1. Matos on deck, the catcher, who then was the pitcher, but we'll see if they made a substitution there with Piaka Walker coming into this one. He may be on deck, but we'll see if we can find out here shortly. 3 balls and 1 strike to count. DeLuca comes set, and the pitch is outside, ball 4. So fastball there from DeLuca missed, and Rodriguez is aboard for the second time today. So Lisander Rodriguez will head down to first, and that will bring up Piaka Walker. Here's Machai Piaka Walker, the 5'8 sophomore here. He'll face DeLuca, and the first pitch to Piaka Walker is a strike. It's 0-1. Rodriguez at first, the tall first baseman. DeLuca comes set here in the top of the 5th. That was a close pitch. Just missed, though. It's 1-1. Holy Ghost Day tomorrow. We'll have full festivities from 8 to 12 here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. We'll be live all day. And after this Phillies game tonight, I am going to need some caffeine. Even though I don't drink it, I'm going to need some. Because it's going to be a late night, right, TH?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, it's 2-1. DeLuca comes set, and the pitch is swung on and missed. That pitch was all the way in the dirt throughout the entire delivery, pretty much. It's 2-2. Every time I say delivery, I always think of the commercial delivery or DiGiorno. Makes me want pizza. So, it's not delivery. Yeah, but it's DiGiorno. Here's a single lined up into center field. Stopping at second is Rodriguez. Good hit there for Piaka Walker after being fooled on a couple off-speed pitches. He hits one off the end of the bat and boops it into center field in front of Robbins for a single. Here's Cano, the third baseman, right-handed batter. So far, Cano today is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out to the shortstop, Gondalik. Still nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Firebirds up against Northeast High School. It's 14-3. Firebirds trying to get their 11th win on the season, facing a Vikings team who came into this matchup 9-2. Outside, it's 1-0 to Cano. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Runners on first and second. Here's the 1-0. 2-0. Low and outside. Cano is the 6-hole hitter for the Vikings. 2-0. Vikings trying to get something cooking here in their half of the 5th. The 2-0 is upstairs, and it's 3-0. Freeman let it hit off his glove, but he's able to pick it up before Rodriguez really noticed it. And it's now 3-0, so danger of putting another runner on base here via the walk is Jack DeLuca. Firebirds do not have any bullpen action as well yet here, but DeLuca working himself into trouble for the second inning of the last 3. Here's the 3-0. In there for a strike, good fastball there, and it's now 3-1. Mr. Heston steps out of the broadcast booth, comes right back in, and there's a strike, so maybe he's the good luck charm. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the stream. David Spansky with you, the voice of the Firebirds. Well, never mind. It wasn't just TH who did that. Ball 4. Heading down the first is Cano, and now the bases are full of Vikings. And there's going to be a mound visit. So Coach Olinsky is going to head out. So is Keith Freeman. We'll take a break here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. You're watching HGP TV. It's Landis who's coming up next to bat for Northeast High. Jarrett Landis is the batter. His first plate appearance featured a walk. Bases full of Vikings in their road blacktop jerseys. And it's hit in the air, deep to left center field. This ball's going to split the gap and head all the way to the wall. 1 run is in. Here comes 2. Heading for third is Cano, and he's in there as well. Landis pulls into second with a 2 RBI double, and it's now 14-5 HGP. Good piece of hitting there from Landis. There's still nobody out. Runners on second and third, and here's Peralta, the left fielder. Peralta today is 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout. DeLuca comes set. And first pitch misses, it's 1-0. That was the first extra base hit of the day for the Vikings. The 1-0 is fouled off the gear of Freeband. It's 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to count to Peralta. Is hit on the ground. It's off the mound. DeLuca makes a throw to first, and it's not in time. Thinking about going home, but heading back to third base is Landis. And that's going to be a base hit for Peralta, and all of a sudden it's now 14-6 HGP. Faking bunt was Galvis. He pulls it back. It's 1-0. Galvis had a single last time out. He's 1 for 2 with that single and a strikeout. Runners on the corners for the Vikings. They trail by 8 here in the 5th, but threatening again with nobody out. Going from first is all the way down as the wind really picks up here is Peralta, and he'll be in there standing. No throw from Freeband. And now there's 2 runners in scoring position. And it's 2-0. So DeLuca really struggling with command. It looks like the Firebirds dugout may now get something cooking in the bullpen. And it's going to be Mccord, who looks like he's going to grab a ball and a glove. And he may head out to the bullpen to throw here. It's a strike. Catches the lower half of the zone. It's 2-1. So yeah, it looks like Reese is going to go out there and have a catch and start to stir in the Firebirds bullpen. As DeLuca struggling to find his command. The 2-1 is bounced in front of the plate, but it kind of hit off the leg of Galvis, so it's now 2-2, count even. The JV game got over very quickly, Matt. Either the JV game got over very quickly, or this game has taken much longer than anticipated. I think, yeah, maybe both. Okay, so maybe there wasn't a game. Oh, okay. Well, it's upstairs. It's 3-2, full count. Maybe it was just a practice or something that happened. But we'll see if we can get your JV score if we find it out somehow down the road. Full count to Galvis, the 9-hole hitter for the Vikings. And it's popped up, foul. Remains full. Okay, so there was officially no game for JV baseball, but I believe both teams were here, I believe. So I'm not sure. 3-2 is again fouled back to the cage, and we'll do it all over again. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. To Galvis, the 9-0 hitter for the Vikings, with runners on second and third. It's 14-6 here in the top of the 5th. Firebirds trying to get their 11th win of the season. Trying to get their 5th home win here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. DeLucas comes set, and it's ball 4. So still nobody out, and now the bases are reloaded once again for Northeast High. So Freeband are going to come out and have a talk, and we knew that. I mean, record-wise, looking at Max Prep, Northeast was 9-2, so 9-2. So they were no joke coming into this one. Started off extremely slow with some sloppy defense and some inconsistent pitching, but they have really picked it up here in these last couple innings, and looks like that will do it for Jack DeLuca. So he struggled a lot with his command here, so Jack is done after this 5th inning. So he goes 2 innings plus, as he did face 6 batters here in this 5th inning. Looks like Reese Mccord is going to make the trot out here to the mound, as it's a call to the bullpen. 14-6, still nobody out. Bases are full of Vikings. So we'll be right back. Reese Mccord coming on in to pitch for your Firebirds. Seventh batter going to come to the dish here of the inning for the Northeast High School Vikings. It will be David Rivas. And he'll face the new pitcher for Holy Ghost. It's Reese Mccord. So Reese goes from being the left fielder to coming into this one. David Chpansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. Here on what now has turned out to be a cloudy afternoon as clouds really begin to move in. Rivas today so far is 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a fielder's choice. Reese, another southpaw out of the Firebirds pen, comes set, and his first pitch to Rivas is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Bases are full of Vikings. Firebirds up by 8. It's 14-6. Hit on the ground, over to shortstop. Gondalik is up with it, and he can't get it out of his glove. Sorry, that was Tyler Mccord, who was on the shift there, who takes over at shortstop. So Gondalik is out of the game. Mccord is at short, and he makes an error here. Bases remain loaded. It's now 14-7, as we have a football score now. 2 touchdowns to 1 touchdown. And that will bring up Wyatt Mayer. Mayer at the dish here against Mccord. Firebirds would have liked to get that out and at least start to get this inning rolling, as there's a high fastball from Mccord who loses his hat. Mayer so far today has 2 strikeouts, and he also reached via an error in the third. So he's had a tough day both on the mound and at the dish. But bases are full of Vikings still here in the top of the fifth. Firebirds just need to get an out. There's a good pitch there. Change up 1-1. One ball, one strike to count. Just missed. It's 2-1. Mayer today started as a starting pitcher for Northeast High. Or sorry, this is not Mayer anymore. This is Piaka Walker, who did have a single his last time up. It's 2-2. The scorecard has never had more ink written on it than it does right now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Court comes set, and the pitch to Piaka Walker is upstairs, and it's now full. It's 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes to count. Bases full of Vikings, and the pitch from Mccord is swung on and missed. He struck him out. Good pitch by Reese Mccord. Off speed there, was able to get Piaka Walker, and there's 1 out here in the fifth. Much needed out for the Firebirds defense and pitching after 4 runs came around to score so far in the innings. Still bases full of Vikings. And here's Castro. It's 1-0. Castro today is yet to reach base. He's 0 for 3. Here's the 1-0. And it's laced in the left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Over to pick it up is Hoffman. 1 run is in. They'll still move station to station. Good job by Pete to get it in. And actually that's Will Kalak who moves out to left. So Hoffman is either at a different position now, but he's not in left. Kalak is in left, and it looks like that either Goldenbaum or Freebound is at second. But nonetheless, it's now 14-8 HGP, and now Firebirds just up by 6. Still only 1 out. Here's Leazander Rodriguez. Foul tipped into the mitt of Freebound. It's 0-1. Been a very long 5th inning. The Vikings have now batted around as Rodriguez comes to the dish for the 2nd time here in this inning. He walked to get things started in the top half of the 5th. Still in the top half of the 5th. It's 0-1. And the pitch. Hit him. So another run will come in. Rodriguez will head down to first. In to score is Rivas, and it's now 14-9 HGP. Here's Matos. At the dish here against Mccord. Reese comes set, and the southpaw's pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Good fastball there. Overpowered Matos did Reese, and it's 0-1. Still only 1 out here in the 5th. 14-9 HGP. That's in there for a strike. Caught the lower half of the zone. On the inside part, it's 0-2. Matos today, a single in his last at bat. The pitch is lined down the left field line, heads towards our broadcast booth, and it goes foul. Just missed the spectator and just missed our broadcasting booth. It's now 0-2. Still remains 0-2. Thankfully, everybody is okay here on our side of things. Mr. Heston is on the move. The 0-2 pitch, good fastball there. Chasing was Matos. 2nd strikeout for Mccord, and there are now 2 outs here in the 5th. Here's Cano. There's a ball. It's 1-0. And we have the official ball that was just hit down the first base line. TH gets it. Lucky spectator. And he didn't even bring a glove. Use his legs to get that one. The 1-0 to Cano is in there for a strike inside part of the plate. It's 1-1. Cano so far today reached via walk in his last at bat. He's 1 for 2 with a single, that walk, and a ground out. Still bases full of Vikings, but now 2 outs. And it's hit to third. Good stop by Liam Parsons, who will tag the bag. Beautiful play by Liam, who stayed down on that tough hop. Good hit by Cano, but Liam makes the play. And that will do it, thankfully, to end that half of the 5th inning. We played 4.5 here on the Holy Ghost Prep Campus. Yes, only 4.5. It's 14-9. 23 total runs have been scored. We'll be right back here on the HGP campus. Stay tuned for more action. All right, Piaka Walker goes back to work here against Varsity Mike Walsh, Keith Freeban, and Liam Parsons. First pitch to Walsh is hit on the ground over to short. Diving stop from his knees, Castro, but Varsity Mike beats it out. All right, so here's Keith Freeban back to the top of the order. Popped up in his first at-bat today, taking over for DeMario. KJ. Stealing from first is Walsh, and he's in there standing up. This ball goes into center field, but Walsh will not advance. It's 1-0. The count to Freeban. One ball, no strikes to count. Piaka Walker steps off the mound, and now he's going to throw to the catcher. Maybe wants a new ball there. That's looked like that was the case. Vikings defense playing normal depth. With Michael Walsh in scoring position at second. Piaka Walker comes set, and the pitch is hit on the ground over to third. Cano is up with it. Walsh thought about going to third. It's a low throw, but good job by Rodriguez to corral it, and Freeban is retired. Score the putout 5-3. That'll bring up Liam Parsons. David Spansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. Don't forget to like and subscribe tomorrow, Holy Ghost Day. We'll be live all day with special guests, maybe TH. Here's another ball chopped on the ground over to third. Cano with the backhand stop. His throw to first is not in time to get the hard-hustling Parsons. Good job by Liam to run that out. Good stop by Cano. And they're now runners on the corners for HGP, who threatened to score after that big inning from Northeast High. Here's Aiden Robbins, the center fielder. But yeah, so special guests tomorrow. We're going to highlight a bunch of cool stuff that we do here on campus. The Lunch with Legends video, I'm maybe spoiling a little bit. But there's going to be campus ministry, different stuff, some performances, possibly. We'll see what happens. And a bunch of different stuff, cool tribute videos. We'll also have a special edition of Firebirds Morning News. So come on by, check it out. Getting some spoilers here early on here in this broadcast. But it should be great. We'll also have Senior Day tomorrow, lacrosse and baseball. Lacrosse action will start at 3:20. Baseball will start at 3:40. We'll have the play-by-play commentary over here for baseball. Going from first is Parsons, and here's another one lined down the first base line, and it goes just over our tent. TH is Tom Eston is once again on the track for that one. No balls and 2 strikes to count. To Aiden Robbins, runners on the corners. Piaka Walker on the hill for the visiting Vikings. This ball swung on and hit in the air out to right field. Under it is Landis. He makes the catch. Tagging from third is Mike Walsh, and he's in to score. Firebirds get their 15th run of the day, and there are now 2 outs, though, here in the 5th. Sacrifice fly and RBI. Credit for Aiden Robbins. And here's Pete Hoffman in the cleanup spot here. Or actually looks like this is Reese Mccord who's going to bat here. So Mccord and Hoffman have kind of switched, but with Mccord back in the game due to pitching, he'll get another crack at it here. 2 outs, though. Parsons is a first. 15-9 HGP. And there's a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to count. That ball bounces in front of the plate. Good block by the catcher. Parsons retreats back to first. Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds taking on the Northeast High School Vikings. No balls and 1 strike to count. We're in the bottom of the 5th, moving at an amazing pace, as all high school baseball games do. Parsons moves from first. It's an outside pitch. The throw down to second, almost swiping him on the back of the head, was Rivas, but it was not in time. It's now 2-1. Mccord had 2 at-bats early in the game, struck out and walked. Firebirds with already 1 run in here in the bottom of the 5th. The 2-1 is skied left field, and it is foul. Well foul. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Try Piaka Walker on the hill for Northeast High School. Trying to get out of the jam. Firebirds up by 6. Just missed outside off speed, and it's now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, count runs. Runner at second is Parsons. On deck is Tyler Mccord, one of the Firebirds' best hitters. At the dish is also one of their best hitters, Reese Mccord, the cleanup hitter. The 3-2 is skied, hit in the air out to deep center field. Galvis goes back. He has a beat on it, and he puts it away a couple steps in front of the blue fencing and the warning track, and that will do it for the 5th inning. Firebirds get 1 run, and Reese put a very good swing on that. We've played 5 full innings. 24 runs have been scored. It's 15-9 HGP. We head to the 6th. Yes, the 6th. Welcome back here. Bottom of the order, 7, 8, and 9. Due up for the Northeast High School Vikings. David Chpansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. It's 15-9 HGP. So we head to the top of the sixth. Mccord back out to the mound for his second inning of work. Landis so far today with 2 at-bats, a double, and a walk. Left-handed pitcher facing the right-handed Landis, the right fielder. First pitch to Landis is chopped foul near the fence of the Firebirds dugout. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball runs wide. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Mccord. Popped up, foul off the back of the cage. It's now 1-2. Firebirds ahead of the count. Was that rain? I thought I felt rain. Yeah, I felt like I heard it. I don't know. That was weird. It was really weird. Yeah. I don't have any drops on my computer, though, so I don't know what that was. But we just thought we heard some rain here in the broadcast booth. But very cloudy, though. Very overcast here the last couple innings have been. The 1-2 pitch is hit up the ground hard, up the middle. Good play here by Mccord, and he makes up for that error earlier with a beautiful play ranging towards the middle of the diamond and firing a strike to get out Landis. 1 out. Here's Christopher Peralta. Peralta, the left fielder. Tall right-handed batter, going to face the left-handed Mccord, who's in for a second inning of work. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Excuse me. There's the ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. In there for a called strike. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The batter is Christopher Peralta. Reese comes set. His 1-1 pitch. Good off speed. Had him fooled. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Good off-speed pitch there. Got him swinging. 2 outs here in the 6th. 2 quick outs for Reese Mccord. They'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Galvis, with 2 outs. Third strikeout of the day for Reese Mccord. Here's the ball chopped off the plate. Over to get it is Mccord. He'll take his time and smartly throw over to first in time to get the hard hustling Galvis. 1, 2, 3 go the Vikings, and that did save some time. We've played 5.5. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Firebirds up by 6. It's 15-9. Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds leading the Northeast High School Vikings by a score of 15-9 as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Piaka Walker returns to the mound for another inning of work. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up. Mccord, Jones, and Kalak are the scheduled hitters. Join us after the game for a very brief post-game show. We'll recap everything that happened in today's game between the Firebirds and the Vikings, and we'll talk about what's ahead as Senior Day is tomorrow for both the varsity baseball teams and the varsity lacrosse teams as well. So beautiful day of action ahead tomorrow. We'll have all the coverage for you right here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Lacrosse coverage will start at 3:20. Baseball coverage will start at 3:40. We'll have a full crew for you with the huddle camera working. Matt and I will be back over here for baseball. And so a lot of fun tomorrow. I'll be running over between the two fields, which are not connected. So it's going to be a lot of running for me tomorrow. But we'll push through it. Tomorrow's also Holy Ghost Day. So check us out. A lot of stuff going on here on campus. Here's Tyler Mccord. 0 for 1 today with a pop-up and a walk. First pitch is high. It's 1-0 to Mccord, who's a shortstop. Made a very nice play last inning, cutting off a ball that was about to go into center field. 1-0's high. It's 2-0. Piaka Walker, the right-hander, comes set, facing the right-hander Mccord. And this ball's crushed, hit in the air out to center field. Galvis again going back. This one a little bit less than the previous one that Mccord hit, but still had a chance. The wind, though, kept it in. 1 out. Here's Andrew Jones. Going to face Piaka Walker. These past couple innings have gone quick, except for that fifth inning. The fifth inning was tough, but the bottom of the fifth and so far top and bottom of the sixth have been pretty good. Time-wise, big swing and a miss. Big cut there from Jones. It's 0-1. Firebirds up 15-9. They lead by 6 here against Northeast High School. It's been a good one. Firebirds got out to the big early lead, and the Vikings stormed back in the fifth. Firebirds added one on in their half of the fifth, and now, after a shutdown inning, look to add on some more here in the sixth. Hit on the ground, up the middle, shading over that way was the shortstop Castro. He'll fire to get Jones, who was hard hustling down the line. 2 outs here in the sixth. 2 quick outs. They'll bring up Will Kalak. Well, this time I want to give a shout out to 2 different people that deserve some credit here. Well, actually 3 different people. As up to the dish is Will Kalak. Time for me to go on a little bit of a rant. First of all, I want to thank Matt, who's always our producer, who does a great job setting everything up here. It's a lot of work to set the camera up and tent and tables and all the equipment that we have with the wires, but he does a great job as always. 2 other shout-outs. I want to give a thank you to Coach Cap, who was so nice, who is the head coach of the visiting Northeast High School Vikings. So great helping us out with the lineups, talking to us before game. Really nice guy. So I want to give a thank you to him as this ball is hitting there out to center field, backing up and then kind of moving over to the left is Galvis. He'll put it away. So 1, 2, 3 go the Firebirds as Kalak pops up. So that will do it for the 6th, but we'll stay with you here as the Firebirds look to close things out here in the 7th. They lead by 6. And the last person I want to give a thank you to as well not a thank you but a shout out to, is Max Rittmeyer, senior, who hit his 100th goal of the lacrosse season yesterday. Max has been fantastic this season. I've been doing a lot of lacrosse games as well, so being able to see him has really been a fantastic thing to watch. So congratulations to him. He got his 100th goal yesterday. If you want to see more pictures, you can check us out on the Holy Ghost Prep Instagram page. Also follow us at hgp.tv on Instagram to stay up to date with everything from Firebirds Morning News, which will have a special edition tomorrow and Thursday, along with sports broadcasting podcasts. We have our history podcast and our HGPTI sports podcast, which there is an episode which I have not shared yet, but I will share with everyone as well. So we'll be right back here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. You're watching HGP TV. Firebirds going to look to close it out. They lead by 6. Top of the lineup, Rivas, Mayer, and Castro due up for the Vikings. David Shapansky with you, the voice of the Firebirds. I'm giving out shout-outs. I'll also give a couple more shout-outs. One to the varsity tennis team. They won the district championships against Lower Moreland almost a week ago. They're going to states as well. And as this ball is swung on and hit in the air down the left field line, it's going to be a tough play. Ranging over in the corner and taking a hard fall is Kalak, but it goes foul. It's 0-1. Good effort, though, by Will. But yeah, so shout out to the tennis team and also the track team who had their senior day the other day. That was really cool. There were some pictures on the HGP track and field Twitter if you want to check them out as well. So shout out, kind of shouting out everybody the best that we can here. I'm sure there's probably a sport that I'm forgetting, but trying to do my best here and recapping everything. Oh yeah, crew as well. Don't want to forget about them as well. And Ultimate has been good. I've been keeping up with all their Twitter updates, as Jones will tag the bag for the 3 unassisted. So Rivas is retired. Here's Wyatt Mayer, 1 out. But yeah, so I've been keeping up with Ultimate Frisbee. Or do they like to be called just Ultimate, right? Just Ultimate. Yeah, just Ultimate. And I believe their senior day is coming up. It's later than most of them. So I may already be a graduate of Holy Ghost Prep. So we'll see if I'll be doing that senior day live stream, but we'll see what happens. I know it's very later on in the year. Well, not in the year, but coming up within the next couple weeks, kind of after baseball and lacrosse. So we'll keep an eye on it, though. As always, stay tuned here to the YouTube channel. Like and subscribe so you find out when we go live. Wyatt Mayer at the dish here against Reese Mccord. Big swing and a miss there. It's 0-2. Reese has done a really good job coming in to pick up the pieces for Jack DeLuca. And it turned out to be a beautiful day for baseball. It was mainly comfortable temperature-wise, but clouds really picked up here. So I'm hoping that I picked up on all my thank yous that I was trying to get to. But I think we covered a lot. Here's the 0-2. It's in the dirt, 1-2. To the Vikings starting pitcher today, who got things started. Stay tuned for a quick post-game show. We'll recap events. I know we're running kind of late here on time, but we'll recap everything that happened here in this one. 1-2 is a beautiful fastball, strike 3 on the corner. 2 outs. Here's Castro, who is the final out, final chance for the Vikings. Down to one last chance. They trail by 6. 0-1. We'll give credit, though, to the visitors. They battle back after being down earlier in this one. Had a big, strong 5th inning where they were able to put on 7 runs on the board in the 5th. The 0-1 is laced into left field for a base hit, and we'll have to wait before we end this one as Castro is aboard with his 2nd hit of the day. Back-to-back hits and plate appearances for Castro. And here's Rodriguez. Lysander Rodriguez, the left-handed batter, going to face the southpaw Mccord. Mccord comes set. Well, just about. David Shapansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds, and now Mccord steps off. Don't forget to like and subscribe once again. Holy Ghost Day tomorrow. There is a donation link on our website, holyghostprep.org. Here's a ground ball hit to Jones. This should do it. 3 unassisted, and that will do it. Good game between both of these teams today. The Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds defeats the Northeast High School Vikings by a final score of 15-9. We'll recap everything really quickly on the other side of this one. All right, everybody, let's wrap this one up here from the Holy Ghost Prep Campus. Firebirds defeat the visiting Northeast High School Vikings by a final score of 15-9. The starters today, Justin Lucas was pretty good in this one for HGP, followed by Jack DeLuca. Did have a rough 5th inning that was picked up by Reese Mccord. So good job by the Firebirds pitching staff to battle some adversity. And they got a very good offensive show. I mean, when you score runs early, most of the time you are going to win those games. And credit to the visitors, Northeast High School, they battled back in the 5th, but the Firebirds' early runs and by some better defense later on in this one really kind of aided them to the win. As for Northeast High School, their kind of star of the game, really, where a lot of their production came from, was from the top of the lineup with David Rivas. He was on board for them, and also some production in the bottom of the lineup coming from Cano and Perez and Landis, who took over. Landis took over for Perez. And the overall player of the game today for the Firebirds, I don't know who Mr. Eston thinks we should give it to, but it was a pretty good kind of everything. It was a good game for everybody, don't you think? Yeah. So we'll give the player of the game to KJ Freeband. It was his first varsity RBI today against Northeast High School. So beautiful game from KJ, who took over for DeMario. But overall, the Firebirds offense was really the star of the show. So credit to them as well. Firebirds win this one 15-9. That will do it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this broadcast. Again, Holy Ghost Day is tomorrow. I know Mr. Essen has got his donation link ready to go. He wants to get that pennant. There's so much that you can give to here to help us out here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. And also, don't forget that we'll have Senior Day. Varsity lacrosse starts at 3:20. Varsity baseball starts at 3:40. We will have the play-by-play commentary for the baseball stream over here. We'll have the huddle camera working. So many things going on tomorrow. It's going to be great. And also on May 20th will be the last edition of Firebirds Morning News, so check us out, HGP Palooza, and it will return here to the main channel. So everything's right here on the main channel at Holy Ghost Prep. All right, so thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm David Chapansky, the voice of the Firebirds. Stay safe, love one another, respect one another. Have a great night. Firebirds win this one 15-9. Go Phillies tonight. And go Sixers. Clap your hands, everybody. We'll be right back. Not right back. We're going to end the stream, but have a great night, everybody. Stay safe. Go Sixers. Go Phillies. Go Firebirds. Good night, everybody. Stay safe.